You've said some things that are of great interest, and I think we will use by the team to elaborate more on them. It's about the divide. The EU is currently divided. West Africa is divided. Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire, fortunately, Barrister Mbeseha was working with the United Nations when Ouattara was being instated as president of Cote d'Ivoire. Currently, he has been in office. He promised 2 mandates that was supposed to be 10 years. He's been in office for 13 years. I would say he is unconstitutionally uh, in there as president for Ivory Coast. And his voice has been loud. He has been very vocal within the past days, trying to provide support. According to reports this morning, he has promised the standby forces that he will send about 800 Ivorian troops to help those forces. The pretense here is ECOWAS is claiming that they would like to reinstate democracy, reinstate a democratically elected Bazoum that is under apprehension. We are confused because Bola Tinubu, many believe, even Nigerians have challenged him, that he does not have the moral decadence, the moral authority to question criminality, if there is any, in Niger. The stakes are high. The Gulf of Guinea is facing a huge risk. You are a seasoned diplomat and you understand this terrain very clearly. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Paddy. You see, this is the problem. Let me just start from ECOWAS attacking whatever country. I don't care whether Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, or anybody. No, that's not my problem. ECOWAS is the economic community of West Africa. It's not a military union. So they cannot take military force to install or overthrow another country. First, because they don't legally have the power. Secondly, because they don't have the institutions. They don't have the material to do it. What they are doing now is just posturing. They will, in my opinion, and quote me tomorrow, they will not attack Niger. Why? The first reason is that internationally, the legitimacy of a government, internationally worldwide, is not based on democracies. Now, it's based on who is in control. That is why in the United Nations, even today, I think almost half, if not about that, of the states of member states of the United Nations are ruled by dictators who got there by military coups. The only question they ask is, are you in control? If you're in control, you take a seat at the United Nations. So can ECOWAS attack and reinstall a president overthrown for whatever reason in a neighboring country? They cannot, and in this particular case, they will not. Why? Because they are not attacking Niger alone. Mali, to the north of Niger, is already a military state. The military rulers are right there. Burkina Faso, there are military rulers right there for months, if not years. And so they see any possible attack as a threat to themselves, to their own governments. So why would they let you come and overthrow whoever is in Niger when you will step from there to come overthrow them? It will not happen. They will not do that. Even what Mr. Guy of the Cote d'Ivoire is saying is political posturing. He's just kidding. A few months ago, about a year or so ago, when the Malians started their coup d'etat, the Cote d'Ivoire sent in troops to support the French. And the troops were captured there. The Ivorian troops were captured in Mali and held hostage. So they were all released on conditions that he pledged never to do it again. So is he going to go further to Burkina Faso or to Niger to attack anybody? They will not do that. It's not possible. So that is political posturing. To go and attack a country that far, they need more than talking. Because remember, Niger is landlocked, thousands of kilometers from the coast. Yes, they share a boundary with Nigeria. But right up there, to move tanks from Lagos port or from the coast to Niger is an awful task. You don't just overthrow a government by going to throw a few bombs around the capital.
There is
And say
something
overthrowing. They will
striking,
not do
Pastor
it.
Tim. There is something striking
Yes.
about Niger, Nigeria. The 7 states of the northern part of Nigeria have united against any invasion of Niger, and that makes it very complicated. I'm very happy with the revelations you're giving this evening that ECOWAS does not even have the mandate, to invade militarily. Please continue.
The only thing they can do as ECOWAS is to impose economic sanctions or other sanctions against whoever they disagree with. But can Nigeria, for example, through which the Niger ships its products to the sea, can they effectively cut off from Niger? They don't ship those things for free. You pay. It's like Cameroon threatening to do similar things to Chad. They ship their oil through Cameroon to Caribbean, wherever, and Douala. But they pay. Remember what they have right now in Cameroon, SNH and all that type of stuff. Cameroon trying to steal their money through those contracts. They are not helping them. They are making a fortune out of what people are shipping out. So I don't care whether Mr. Tinubu is legally being challenged or not. No president in Nigeria, whoever, can effectively raise an army to go and fight Niger. Because as Barsan says, even right there in Niger, they share, in fact, Niger has its name from the river Niger. Okay, it takes off from Niger. Nigeria has its name from the river Niger. So they are neighbors up there. Neighbors traditionally, neighbors culturally. So you're not just going to attack Niamey. Before you go to Niamey, which is the capital where the Bazoum and the rest are, you would have passed through many other places, many regions, many villages, thousands of people who are already hostile to you. So how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? You cannot do it. They will not do it. It is political posturing. And then back to the president's tweets. Yes, the president is very much on track with those tweets. We've been talking about the Gulf of Guinea. Maybe most of us or many people don't understand what the Gulf of Guinea is. The Gulf of Guinea is not a spot. It's a shipping area stretching from Angola through West Africa right up to even Mauritania. It covers a whole range of 6,000 miles. But why is it important? It is important because of the old colonial politics, which they have something they call zone of influence. What is the benefit of the Gulf of Guinea? And what is the trade there? The Americans come there. But they're not coming because they want to protect an American for now. They come there to fight the pirates. What are the pirates doing? The pirates are attacking essentially French fleets. Because the Gulf of Guinea, as I've mentioned, has so many countries. But the economic interest there is controlled 90% by the French. From Angola, the Congo, Russia, Nigeria, where the French investment in Nigeria, in other French-speaking African countries, put together. Then, of course, you go to these tiny countries, Togo, even Cameroon, they have control over this, even Equatorial Guinea. Why is it important? It is important because these countries are tiny. The ships that ship goods from there do what we call the taxi. That is the move from one spot to other. Because one ship cannot load in Equatorial Guinea. Now can load in Douala. He has to take goods from there, go to Lagos, go to Abidjan, to fuel the ship and continue. Those of us who have shipped cars, you see, you ship a car here in America, well, it will take 3 months. You find that yet the very ship that's carrying your car is living here, going to Abidjan, going to Lagos, going to different places before arriving in Douala. So this trade zone, which is dominated by the French, is what they are fighting for. Why did they need that trade zone? We have agreed that countries like Burkina Faso, the Niger, Mali, their gold, with all the minerals, these things were not shipped by air. They are shipped by sea. They ship them to the ocean, and the French ships carry them to France. And of course, the French are political and economic as the United States. And so they preserve this as if it was theirs alone. What if, for example, Ambazonia had its own? Because today we are still in the same route, but we are considered as part of Cameroon.